Hi and welcome back to the channel, Rideshare Buddy UK. My name's Kevin. Excuse me. I'm eating my breakfast. Peanut butter sandwich and a cup of coffee. It's an early start for me. It's 7:30. Got two jobs on today. The first is a 8:15 pickup at Blackwood, going to Heathrow Airport. Let's just bring my calendar up. And then, so I should be dropping there, hopefully for about 12 o'clock at the latest, given that there's a bit of traffic around on the bridge. I'm then going to come back to Bristol Airport for a 3 o'clock pickup. And that's going to Kidwally in Swansea. So just two jobs today, quite nicely paced. But I'm suffering. When the winter weather comes, I get winter flu, and I've got the winter flu. So it was a rough night last night, but I'm okay now. Busy week this week, even though I've got a few days off. I thought once the kids had gone back to school, the airports might have quieted down, but they've not. They've gone crazy, and I'm pretty much back to back on every day that I'm working this week. So tomorrow, I've got a Talgarth going down to Cardiff Airport, 2-hour wait for a pickup at Cardiff Airport going to Carmarthen. Wednesday, I've got Wednesday off. Thursday, I've got a Cardiff Airport to Swansea. And then I've got to wait for 3 hours for Swansea to Bristol Airport. So that's a handy one as well. Whether I get an evening pick-up at Bristol Airport, come back to Newport, I don't know, but it'd be good if I did. So then on Friday, I've got Celtic Manor to Heathrow, and then I've got Heathrow coming back to Cardiff. And then having Saturday off, I was going to have Sunday off, but I've taken a Sunday evening booking from Bristol Airport to Cardiff, because I'm over in Bristol anyway. Going to see some friends, so I might as well do a job to bring me back. And then next week, I've got nothing for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All those days I'm having off. I need a break. And then on Friday, I've got back-to-back Heathrow. So, yeah, things are kicking off on corporate work, mainly. Go very, very well on the airports. So, yeah. Good day today. Okay, today is a Monday. I did come out yesterday, Sunday, and did a bit of work on bolts, but not a lot's happening on bolt anymore. I think I did about £25 over about 6 hours. Wasn't worth it. Bolts really dropped off in Newport and Cardiff, so I think I'll take that off the phone. Although I might wait until doing a Bristol Airport and see if I can get some Bristol work, because I think Bolt's busy with Bristol, and if I can do that, that might be worthwhile to keep me busy in between back-to-backs at Bristol. But last week was busy, had quite a few back-to-backs. I was talking to one of the ladies I took down to Heathrow, and she was saying that her company now requires their overseas reps to actually go overseas. Whereas for the last 3 years, she's basically been doing it on Teams. But she's now required to actually go out. And she said a lot of her friends who have sort of international sales, international relations, and the like, they've all been told they're going to start going back out. So it looks like we are heading back to pre-pandemic travel, commercial. And that's going to be good, because that's a good trade to be in. So as long as it keeps me busy, that's all I care about. I've just had my third BP Pulse invoice come through. Didn't get the Uber discount. Didn't get last month's discount added on, which I said they'd do. Didn't get the Uber rate even. I just got a standard BP subscription rates. So, I've wrote him a letter explaining my grievances and informing them that I will take further action if needed to recover, because he spent £600. I've also got to send a letter to Uber head office in London, because obviously as promoters of the Uber discounts and Uber special rates, they're jointly liable for any losses I've incurred. So I've got to send a letter to them asking them what they're going to do to try and rectify the situation. If not, I'll take it to a small claims court, because I spent £600 that I should have had, which I haven't had.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own.
Right, so now at Gordano services, it's 2:05. Plane landed at 3:20. It's a meet and greet, so I've got to meet him in the airport, but I need something to eat. So this morning, I filled up at Tesla at Celtic Manor, went to Blackwood, picked up at Blackwood, dropped off at Terminal 3, went down to Reading West Tesla, where I was charged up to 90%. I charged that 90% this morning. So I'm now at Gordano. I've got about 65% charge. I'm going to check my mileage. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run down to Swansea. I should have enough to go from Bristol to Swansea and back to Newport. Excuse the voice. Well, I'm going to have something to eat. And then we'll have a quick chat about Tesla, their price rises, and why they might have done it, and why, from next year, you may see a Tesla charger on your street. Right, I've got 62%, 177 miles. It's not going to be enough for me to finish a day. I can go to Bristol Airport, pick up at Bristol and take it down to Swansea, but then I'll have to charge up at Swansea to get back home. I'm at Gordano. There are Tesla chargers here, but the Tesla only. And apart from that, there's just one solitary food serve. Not great. So I think that's Yeah, there's people in that, so I'm not about to use that. So, the interesting thing is, Tesla and their price rises. I thought it was about 8%, but it's actually between 8 and 15%, depending on location. Excuse the throat. So why is there this large-scale price rises across the board? I think it's to do with the Model 2 that's coming out next year. Some commentators are claiming that the Model 2 is going to be an 800-volt car. I have my doubts. But if they are going to 800 volts, this could be one reason why there's been this big jump recently in prices. Because Tesla, even though some of the newer particular version 4 chargers can charge at 800, the money switched down for 400, and a lot of the network is only capable of 400 volts. So they would have to do a massive investment in their charger network to charge up the Model 2, if it goes 800 volt. I don't think it's going to go 800 volt. I think it's going to stay 400 volt, so they can use and charge up as quickly as possible on the Tesla network. I think the mistake is that a lot of people are thinking it's going to be 800 volt because the Cybertruck is, and the Model 2 is going to use a 48 volt wiring network that the Cybertruck has. Doesn't mean it's going to be 400 volt battery though, so an 800 volt battery. I think it's going to stay 400 volt so they can charge up quickly at the established network that Tesla already has. But there's a really interesting thing on the Tesla X feed at the moment. Let's just have a look at it. Here, right, this is what I'm really keen on. This is from UK Tesla owners X feed. Urban charging hubs are coming. From next year, I reckon, you're going to start seeing hubs in city centre locations which have limited and poor home charging. Up until now, Tesla have put in hubs at hotels, car parks, service stations and the like. Large scale, 12, 18, 24, even more chargers in each hub. They haven't really done small scale stuff. What that tells me, those urban hubs, could it be that you're going to start seeing 1 or 2 Tesla superchargers dotted around in residential areas, either at curbsides, maybe public car parks, or in pub car parks and things like that, but only 1 or 2 rather than the big hubs, because that looks like they're now willing to take on those who have no home charging ability. So residential areas, inner cities, and places like that will get 1 or 2 hubs so people can charge their cars. And that will fit in really well with the Model 2 that's coming out, because the Model 2 is the cheap one. It's going to be really affordable, and a lot of people who can't afford homes with gardens and driveways and live in flats and apartments and terrace housing would be the sort of market that the Model 2 is aimed at. And having that individual parking, or individual smaller curbside charging ability at high speed will make a real difference and could really impact the way that people use the cars and really encourage people to swap over to EVs. Because at the moment, curbside charging is really slow, really expensive, and not really practical for most people. So if we can get some 150, 250 curbside fast chargers, superchargers at Tesla prices, that would make such a big difference. Because it means you're about to... most people in a car may only drive 20 or 30 miles a day, if that. So having a 250... The range of the Model 2 is thought to be around 250 miles. So that will be enough for 2 weeks And if you can charge up in 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20, every 2 weeks, it's nothing. So that's going to be really interesting to see if that pulls off. Looking out for those, starting from next year. I reckon I'll start putting them out next year in readiness for the launch of the Model 2. Another thing is, the airport work is just flying out today. There's loads coming through from OTS in particular. I don't know what's happening. It's just crazy. I've been able to submit a whole lot more for next week if I decide to do it. But yes, tomorrow morning I've got a vehicle inspection, so I can't do an airport tomorrow morning. But I've got 2 in the afternoon to do, so that's not too bad at all. But it's 2:30. I'm going to brew up. I did have the kettle. I think I showed you. Didn't really work very well. Well, it worked well, but it was very slow to boil. So I've got one of these. Boils a cup in 2 minutes. Very fast. Much more efficient than the kettle. Kettle looks nice, but this is perfect for plugging into the back of the car and the vehicle to load for my cup of tea. So I'm going to boil up a cup, have a quick drink, then we'll head over to Bristol Airport. I'm not too sure whether to charge up. There's nowhere to charge at Bristol. I could wait for a spot at the grid serve here, but I'm looking lustfully at 12 Tesla chargers, only 2 of which are being charged and being used. But I don't have a Tesla, so I can't use them. Let's get tea. Let's head off to Bristol Airport. And what I might do when I get there to Swansea, I might go around to the Village Hotel and have a look and see how far along this new super hub for Ionity is.
just like a drum. I hear your rhythm, you feel so near. Oh, California, all senses clear. Baby,
Right, that was a job and a half, that was. I only saw Swansea on the docket, and I didn't really look very closely at the actual address. I didn't realise it was halfway to Milford Haven. So I've got 39 miles left. That's 15% charge. On a positive note, it does mean that the Tesla at Carmarthen is only 6 miles away. But, sorry, 8 miles away. So I'm going up to Carmarthen to do another 90% charge to get me home. Actually, I might do 80%. I'll just do 80% to get me home. And then tomorrow I'll do a full charge for the airport ones tomorrow. So yeah, let's head off to Carmarthen, get charged up. I'm going to call it at Swansea on the way, because I do want to have a look, see if this Ionity Super Hub is nearly completion or not. So we'll head off there and have a look at that. Time is 7 o'clock. So I left at 7:30 this morning. So I'm just coming up 12 hours. By the time I get home, it's going to be a 14-hour day. It's a long day. But that's because I thought that job was going to Swansea, not to Kidwelly, out by Buryport. But it's just over £300 in total. So, got paid okay for over £20 an hour by the time I finish. So let's go and charge up, and then we'll go to Swansea. Well, that's it. Just charged up, had something to eat. I'm not going to Swansea to look at Ionity. It's getting quite late. I just want to get home and get to bed and try and kick off this flu. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the ride along. Hope you was interested in that news about Tesla, especially your EV drivers. With Tesla looking at opening up urban chargers. How that's going to pan out, I don't know, but we'll wait to see. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.